working. So I am hitting record as we speak. So Yaz and Pierre, thanks for jumping on. Hopefully the rest of the girls will be able to, and Fiona is here. Hey Fee, thanks for jumping on, hun. So just a couple of things that I wanted to touch on for this week. As you know, I'm doing all these one-on-one coaching calls with all of you, and there's just a recurring, which I expected to be some stuff that would keep coming up for you as a group, individually, but as a collective as well. So, but the first thing I want to do is actually get you to take a moment and just reflect on the wins that you've had for the month so far. So it's only the 27th, so we've still got 4 days to go. But every single one of you in this group have had a win in some way. It might have been that you've stepped more into action. It might have been that you've got the customers that you were looking for. It might have been that you've done the follow-up. It might have been that you've been on top of things a little bit more. Whatever it is, you've all taken action and you're all one step further ahead than perhaps you would have been had you not had some accountability. Maybe not, I'm not sure. But I think that you all need to take a breath, please, collectively, and just honour the fact that you are in action, that you are working towards your goals, and that this is our first month together as specific coaching calls. And, you know, I think from my perspective, when I'm taking notes on what you're telling me and what we're discussing, you're all moving forward. Every single one of you is moving forward. So going back to what I spoke to the last time we had a call was evaluate yourself on the effort that you're giving the task that you are assigning yourself. So if it is more customers, or if it is customer care, or if it is doing your follow-up on your grid, what percentage of effort are you giving it? Are you giving it at 50%, or are you giving it at 87%? Are you giving it at 100%? Where are you at? So just like we rate ourselves on our 4 beliefs, I want you to start rating yourself honestly on the past week on the effort that you have given to the goals that you all personally set for yourself. What about the execution? Actually getting it done. So effort is I'm giving it this effort. Execution is different in the action, the actual action of doing it. Focus. What percentage of focus does it have for you at the moment? It's for the mums on the call, it's back to school time, it's school lunchbox preparations and what have you. It's been, you know, we've had all sorts of things going on the last 27 days. So how much focus is your goal actually getting right now? Okay, so effort, execution, focus. How much faith do you have? What percentage out of 100% do you have in faith of actually achieving what you've set out to do? Because, guys, you need all of those 4 vibrating at a very high level. You need the effort to be high, the execution of actually getting it done, the focus of this is what I'm getting done, and the faith and the belief that you can do it all have to be at a really high level. Okay, if you put them on a wheel, they all have to be towards the edge of the wheel. Because if you're making an effort, but maybe execution, the to-do list isn't actually where it should be, the focus is even less, and you actually don't believe you can do it, then that's a really wonky wheel. Okay, that's way out of balance. So what can we do to bring those 4 areas to a balanced wheel? And it's not going to be 100%. I'm not expecting it to be. But can we get everything working at 50 or 60%? And that's the question that you have to ask yourself. Because, guys, if you can't do that, the chances of you succeeding on this particular place where you are right now is pretty non-existent. And I say that with love. But if you're not going to look at these 4 areas and clean that up, then you're not actually going to be able to get there. The other thing that I want you to realize is the past 2 weeks, what all of you guys have been doing individually, but for me collectively, is back to basics. We've been doing profile sheets. We've been doing 3-way calls. We've been doing 3-way meetings. We've been doing customer cares. We've been doing reach out connections and grid work. This is the basics. But can you understand why it's so fundamental to our business? If this stuff slides, the rest is just a joke. So we can be running ads and doing all this other high-level stuff, jumping on events and presenting on events and all that kind of other high-paying activity. But if we're not doing the basics of looking after our customers, of really getting clear on our profile sheets, booking those 3-way calls and doing our customer cares and those connection calls, then the rest of it is just not going to work. And this all has to be in balance too. You can't just do events and presenting or just training or just this focus. It has to be this circle of all these segments being, PR, I hear. Okay, so get off the social media. Let's get a bit more focus on what the goals were, because we get lost. We get in that scroll hole. So a couple of things to think about as we head into these last 4 days of the month. How are you promoting Shred 10? It's on the 4th of February. That's Monday week. If you can't find a hook to talk to people around Shred 10, then that's something we need to talk about on our call this week. Because who doesn't want to clean up their diet a little bit and start really being honest about what they need to eliminate? Okay, so Shred 10 is coming up. Potential for talking and corresponding with people, and hopefully potential for some shake orders for you for when they're going to start on Monday week. The Vibrance Pack, guys, 4 days left. Okay, 4 days left of Vibrance Pack. The Vibrance says it all. Who doesn't want some more vibrance in their life? It's a new year. Need new energy. We want, healthy skin, glowing skin, energy, being that picture of health. And that's why they've called it the Vibrance Pack. So really focusing on that as well for these next 4 days. And I want you to really look at the goal that you set with me at the beginning of the month. And I don't want you to give up on it yet, because we still have time. And guys, I've seen amazing things happen in shorter periods than 4 days that we've got for the end of the month. 5 if we have the tick over on Friday. I've seen people join the business and go to SDBF in 48 hours. I've seen it happen. So if the focus is there, if the belief and the faith that you can do it is there, if you're going to give it the effort and execute that effort and get it done, then there's no reason why you can't tick off those goals. Okay, so we really have to step into action for these last 4 days. So our coaching calls this week are going to be 10 minutes. They're going to be a 10-minute, where are you at? What do you need to do? And they are the 2 questions that we're discussing on your coaching calls this week, because I don't want to spend 15, 20, 30 minutes on coaching calls with you this week. That is more important for you to actually be doing the stuff that you said you were going to do this month. You said it, not me. Your goals, not mine. So step into it and let's give us 10 minutes of focus this week with me, preferably as early in the week as possible, so that we can actually, we can even do some tomorrow, public holiday, I'm around. If we can schedule some calls tomorrow, that would be great, because I'd rather get them done early in the week and then get you guys onto what you need to be doing. But I also want you to take responsibility for the fact that, I was listening to a call of one of the Eric Worre Spotify calls that he does every week, and this couple were talking about their journey in network marketing. And he said he blundered along for 3 years. And then at the 3-year mark, he decided, he committed, and he actually went to work. And he committed to talking to 100 people. And he did. He spoke to 100 people. And out of that 100 people, he got 93 no's. But the 7 yeses that he got were people that joined the business, became builders with him, that linked arms with him, that took it seriously. And, you know, again, it's another lesson. It's not, you can't say, oh, but I've been trying to talk to so-and-so, and I've done this way, and I've tried it this way, and I've tried it this way, and do you know what? She's not interested. She doesn't care. She's not interested. She's a no. Move on. Okay? If you have to have 100 conversations, and Fee, you've got your 100 names down, so Fiona's ahead of you all here with her 100 names down. It's having those conversations and let's see what percentage pops out of it. Okay? So, yep, so you're getting lots of no's. Awesome. That takes you closer to a yes, right? That's the rules. You can't be discouraged by the no's. Remember, it's no, not now, not no, go away. Unless they specifically say to you, go away, shove your fruit and vegetable capsules where they fit, don't ever speak to me about Juice Plus again, then it's a no, not now. Okay? So we just give them a smiley face and go, later, 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 later. Shouldn't be any lines through your list of 100 names. So remember that it's a percentage game. It is a numbers game. You're going to get more no's than you get yeses, but the yeses that you get could very well be your next massive mover. So does anyone want to speak to anything that I've said this evening, or does anyone have any questions? No. Silence is golden. Okay. All right. So remember, effort, execution, focus, and faith. They are the 4 things that you need to really look at to see where you are on your goal for this month. That's all we're talking about, the goal for this month. Have you made enough effort? Have you actually, when you've made the effort, have you executed the actions that needed to be taken to get you closer to achieving that goal? Have you been focused on that goal and that goal only? The Pia's been very brave and said she's been in the scroll hole. So yes, we need to make some time for connections, but scroll hole and Facebook and social media, you know, it's just a part of the picture. You can't get stuck in it. And then do you actually believe you're going to pull it off? Because belief in what you're trying to do has to be at a very high level. Okay? Very high level. All right? Otherwise,
I'll jump in and say that faith/belief is definitely lacking for me, and I know that.
okay.
I don't know that it's belief in the product, it's more belief in myself, I think.
Yep. So, but is it belief in the goal? Do you believe you can achieve what you said that you told me you were going to achieve? You've already pretty much ticked off what you told me you were going to do this month.
Yeah, it's not that I don't think I can do it. I don't know. I don't have enough. I don't have enough belief or confidence in myself. I think that, I don't know, I'm so criticizing or whatever.
Critical? You've dropped out, yes. No, you're frozen. We didn't get that, but I'll talk to you about that when we're talking. Because I can see your mouth moving, but I can't hear anything coming out. Has anyone else got anything else that they wanted to speak to tonight? No, that's okay. We'll sort that out. Being grateful for my current customers. I bought 2 more. Gratitude journaling always helps. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Totally. So, yeah, come from a place of gratitude. And if you're not happy with your check right now, what's the universe going to give you? More, you know, not that, maybe less. Okay? So you need to just come from that place of gratitude. Can you excuse me for 2 seconds? Dog's jumping up on the bench. Sit down. Dude. Sorry. Naughty beagle. Yeah, so I think, you know, to wrap this up for tonight, if you can please message me if you're available tomorrow And if you are a time for 10 minutes to jump on a quick call with me so that we can just set up the week. If you're not, that's fine. We'll work it out. But just message me so we can lock in those times. I want those locked in ahead of schedule so we make sure that they're completely sorted. So, ladies, thank you for jumping on. Thank you for those who are watching to the recording. And I think that, we've got some more chat here. Is this scan as weird as this can your gratitude general? Okay, I don't understand that, but obviously Fiona knows what you're talking about, and you two got that all sorted. Thank you. Sweet. So yeah, okay, saying 5 things that you're grateful for, and even focus a little bit on maybe just for a couple of weeks it's business. Maybe just for a couple of weeks, focus on 5 things you're grateful for in the business.
Can I just quickly say it might be easier? So,
Sure.
Yaz, I would just say write down 5 things you're grateful for right now. Like it can be anything. It can be having the day off with your son, or it can be a cup of coffee, or you slept in, or it can be anything. But you have to say sort of why you're grateful for that, because it raises your vibration and it makes you feel better. So it's energy work.
So you have
and
to
then
go
they say,
why.
yeah, like not long, but just, mine today was my mum. She looked after my kids all week when I worked, because I'm a teacher and we're back into work. She looked after my kids all week this week, and I was so grateful for her because she's going through a hard week. A year ago, her husband passed away, and this week's been it's a hard week for her. But yeah, so what you're grateful for and why. And another more powerful thing you can do is do future gratitude, 5 things you're grateful for in the future, as if it's already happened. Because what happens is the universe catches up when you put out there what you want. You vibe high, you vibe it as if you have it, and then the universe will catch up to where you are. Like you'll catch up to, if that makes sense. Like eventually you'll start attracting things to you that are going to make it happen. So yeah, but message me and I'll tell you more. Yeah.
I have a book that I write in before I go to bed, and I'm just like,
that's really good. It's really important to do it at night and when you wake up.
Yeah, but I was getting.
It's very important to go to bed when. Sorry.
I got to the point where I was kind of like, is it working, or am I not doing it right, or? So then
maybe I think visualizing too, and get into the feeling space, not just writing it, because words are words. But if you sort of feel how, like, really feel those feelings of gratefulness. Yeah, sorry, Fee.
Not at all. No, this is all good. This is all
obviously
perfect.
I love this stuff because it really has changed my life. And just when you're feeling ungrateful, just go on a gratitude rant, and just list off all the things in your head what you're grateful for, and you can create a backup list where you can write down everything you're grateful for. When you don't feel like doing your gratitude journaling, you just read the list. So yeah, hopefully that helps.
That's awesome advice. Thank you. So I've got the dog screaming in the background here.
Thanks, Fee.
But yeah, thanks, ladies. And please make sure that you touch base with me on Messenger or text, and just let me know if you're available tomorrow and a time so that I can look in. Hopefully I can kind of do it all back to back if possible, but we'll see what happens. So that'd be great. Thanks, ladies. Thanks for jumping on, and I'll talk to you during the week.
Fee, I can make whenever work tomorrow, so if everyone else fits in, then just let me know where you want me.
Perfect. Thanks, Yaz.
No worries.
All right. See you guys.